In the stillness of the evening on January 30th, 1948, an air of somber anticipation hung heavily in the atmosphere. The sun had dipped below the horizon, bathing the landscape in a muted orange glow that softly melted into darkness. The scent of sandalwood and jasmine wafted through the air, mingling with the faint aroma of burning incense from nearby temples. As the quiet settled, a cacophony of footsteps echoed against the pavement of Birla House in New Delhi. The rustle of a long, flowing khadi robe brushed against the skin of Mohandas Gandhi, whose frail frame stood resolute amidst a sea of adoration and confusion. "Do not be afraid," Gandhi's voice carried a gentle but firm tone, resonating with the throng gathered to hear his words, his followers hanging on every syllable. Suddenly, there was a sharp crack of gunfire, an ugly disruption shattering the tranquility. In that agonizing moment, the air transformed. The fragrance of sandalwood was replaced by the metallic stench of blood. Gasps erupted from the crowd, a collective intake of breath that seemed to freeze time itself. Gandhi crumpled to the ground as the echoes of the shot faded, and an eerie silence enveloped the scene. Tears streamed down the faces of those present, their sobs intertwining with the last, whispered words of their leader. "Hey Ram," he uttered, a gentle plea to the divine, laden with tranquility. His lifeless body, draped in the simplicity of his white cloth, lay on the ground as a wave of grief swept through the nation, reverberating across the subcontinent. In one fell swoop, the man who had become the face of nonviolent resistance in the struggle for independence had departed, leaving behind a legacy that would echo throughout time. Gandhi was born on October 2, 1869, in Porbandar, a coastal town in the western Indian state of Gujarat. His father, Karamchand Gandhi, served as the chief minister of Porbandar, while his mother, Putlibai, was a deeply spiritual woman. From a young age, Mohandas was enveloped in the rich traditions of Hinduism, observing his mother engage in daily prayers and rituals. But life was not without its challenges. Gandhi's early years bore the weight of familial struggles and deep-seated fears. His father's death when Gandhi was merely 16 cast a shadow over his adolescence, igniting a fear of loss that would haunt him throughout his life. The sudden absence of his father left a void, a painful reminder of mortality that would later fuel his determination to seek justice through peaceful means. These formative experiences shaped his worldview, instilling in him a sense of empathy and a quest for truth. "The weak can never forgive. Forgiveness is the attribute of the strong," he would later declare, a sentiment that encapsulated both his personal struggles and his broader vision for a united India. As Gandhi transitioned into adulthood, he set sail for London in 1888 to study law. Here, amidst the elegance of British society, he felt out of place, the weight of cultural alienation sinking in. His experiences in England were met with both fascination and despair. The lavish lifestyle and rigid societal norms only heightened his sense of isolation. Once back in India, after a brief and unsuccessful stint in South Africa, Gandhi faced his first major setback. In 1893, he was denied entry into a first-class compartment on a train in Pretoria, a humiliation that ignited a flame within him. "I am not a second-class citizen," he remembered asserting, his heart pounding in his chest. However, the harsh realities of racial discrimination, compounded by the legal struggles he encountered in South Africa, almost broke him. The relentless feeling of being an outsider led to moments of deep despair. It was in this crucible of defeat that he first tasted what would become his philosophy of satyagraha, a non-violent resistance based on truth and moral courage. "An unjust law is no law at all," he would later proclaim, a mantra that would guide his every action in the years to come. One of Gandhi's most significant and ingenious strategies emerged during the Salt March of 1930, a pivotal event that encapsulated his philosophy of nonviolent protest. The British government enforced a tax on salt, an essential commodity for the impoverished population. Gandhi recognized this as an opportunity to galvanize his fellow Indians against the British Empire. In March 1930, Gandhi embarked on a 240-mile journey from Sabarmati Ashram to the coastal village of Dandi, accompanied by a small group of followers. The sound of crunching gravel underfoot resonated, punctuated by the whispers of villagers who joined along the way, drawn by the intoxicating promise of change. Gandhi's determination was palpable. Each step he took bore the weight of generations yearning for freedom. On April 6, 1930, at the shores of Dandi, Gandhi stooped down to collect a handful of salt, an act as simple as it was defiant. "With this, I'm shaking the foundations of the British Empire," he declared, his voice steady but filled with an undercurrent of conviction. This act of civil disobedience ignited a nationwide movement, encouraging countless Indians to defy the unjust tax and produce salt from seawater. Gandhi's tactical brilliance lay in his ability to transform a mundane act into a powerful symbol of resistance. His relentless commitment to nonviolence fostered a sense of unity in a nation divided by caste and creed, setting a precedent for peaceful protest that resonated far beyond Indian shores. The culmination of Gandhi's struggle reached a fever pitch in 1942 during the Quit India movement, a clarion call for complete independence from British rule. As the sun rose on August 8, 1942, thousands gathered at the Gowalia Tank Maidan in Mumbai, their hearts pounding in anticipation. Do or die, Gandhi proclaimed to the masses, his voice cutting through the hum of the crowd, like a rallying cry. The atmosphere crackled with emotion, hope and desperation intertwined as people of diverse backgrounds joined hands in solidarity. The palpable energy was intoxicating, the smell of sweat and determination filling the air. However, the British response was swift and brutal. The following day, Gandhi and many of his associates were arrested, thrust into the shadows as the movement escalated. The oppressive heat of August hung over Mumbai, matched only by the intensity of the struggle that was about to unfold. Throughout the months that followed, protests erupted across the nation. Demonstrators clashing with police, their chants ringing clear, British Raj, quit India. The spirit of nonviolence remained a guiding principle even amidst chaos, a testament to Gandhi's unwavering belief that love could triumph over oppression. Despite the momentum of the Quit India movement, the British Empire remained resolute. The circumstances grew dire, particularly as communal tensions erupted during this tumultuous period. Gandhi faced opposition not only from the British, but also from certain factions within India, who disagreed with his methods and ideals. The most notable opposition came from more militant groups advocating for immediate and forceful independence. Their frustrations with Gandhi's insistence on nonviolence reached a boiling point, resulting in a rift within the movement. "You are too soft, too forgiving," they accused him, their voices laced with incredulity. In addition, the British government utilized divide-and-rule tactics, exacerbating religious divisions between Hindus and Muslims. The atmosphere was thick with suspicion and animosity, a stark contrast to Gandhi's vision of a unified India. The simmering conflict left Gandhi feeling isolated, battling feelings of despair and uncertainty. Yet he persisted, clinging to his belief that the future depends on what we do in the present. Gandhi's fight for India's independence culminated in 1947, when British rule finally ended, but at a tremendous cost: the partition of India into two separate nations, India and Pakistan, resulting in widespread violence and displacement. Yet Gandhi's teachings of nonviolence and civil disobedience left an indelible mark on the world. Leaders like Martin Luther King Jr. and Nelson Mandela drew inspiration from Gandhi's principles, demonstrating that the quest for justice can be pursued without bloodshed. Gandhi once said, "You must be the change you wish to see in the world." This philosophy transcends borders and time, inviting individuals to reflect on their own impact on society. His legacy goes beyond a mere historical figure. It resonates deeply within the human spirit, a reminder of our capacity for compassion, resilience, and social change. In a world often fraught with conflict, Gandhi's life stands as a clarion call for understanding and peace, urging us to confront injustice with love and to endeavor for a future built on mutual respect and cooperation. Through the lens of Mohandas Gandhi, we learn that the most profound changes often begin with quiet, resilient voices calling for justice, reminding us that